Hey guys, welcome to
Welcome
Real
to
TV.
TV.
Fuck.
Reviews. It's Real TV reviews. This is
Look, everyone's already clicked away from the video now. We gotta just do it over. Just do a normal intro. Fuck.
Alright,
hell.
do your intro.
Hey guys, welcome to 3O TV. Today we'll be reviewing anime.
Reviews.
Episode 1 is we're gonna review the anime Orange.
It's there. Right there, don't worry. Right there now.
Yep.
It's
It says
this new
Orange.
anime.
There's a little picture. Yep. This new anime. We watched episode 1 and 2.
Both episodes.
And I guess the first segment is like a plot, like kind of like a
We
little
should just
summary
get a
of the plot.
rundown of what's happening here.
So imagine, right, being a 16-year-old girl. Pretty easy, right, guys? You just gotta imagine that. Picture in your head, 16-year-old girl. You're going about your day or whatever, and then you get a letter, and it's addressed to you, but it also says it's from you.
You can't forget, alright, on this particular day, it just so happens to be your first time oversleeping.
Ever oversleeping.
Ever.
So then you run to school in the classic anime cliche style. No toast in your mouth, but
Not a
you
single
know.
bit. But you did grab the letter, which was
You did grab the
addressed
letter.
to you.
So you run to school, and instead of paying attention to your teacher, you completely fucking neglect that guy. Open up the letter and start to read it, and it's claiming that it's you from 10 years in the future.
26-year-old you now.
26-year-old, yeah, is sending you a letter about all the mistakes that she made, and she wants you to pick up her fucking trash.
She wants future you, future 26-year-old anime girl you, wants you to fix all of her mistakes
Mistakes, yeah.
in life.
So
Starting today. Now,
starting today.
imagine you fail the very first one. The first one on that freaking list.
It says do this thing, and you go, maybe not. It's like, really?
Immediately.
All right, so I guess it's a good enough plot summary.
I want to bring up the fact right here. One of the people who is the voice actor here, his name is Sue Boy.
Sue Boy.
Yeah, Sue Boy, and that's B-O-I as well.
Sue Boy.
Sue Boy.
Nice.
Fantastic. He voices the Shu's father.
Shu's father.
Yeah.
Nice. Shu is not the main character's name, right?
It's not. It's Naho Takamiya.
She's got some red hair or whatever. All right, so I guess we should go into what we kind of like thought about the anime.
All right, if you want to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
okay, so I
hated it. It's stupid. I just want to shoot everything with. The first episode was so boring. Nothing happened. It was just like, oh,
No,
hey.
Carrie, she got a letter from 26-year-old
She got a letter
her.
from 26-year-old her. With the intro was a weird one as well. Not sure if you remember that.
I did not. Oh, it was her and 26-year-old her, right? It starts off dead with 26-year-old her talking about how she's gonna send a letter to 16-year-old her.
She's taught like 26-year-old her, and she's like, I've made a lot of regrets. I have a lot of regrets in life.
Mm-hmm.
And then it freezes on her looking at her, I think, from the past, and then the intro.
Yeah, that was it.
Although
So Carrie obviously really did not like it.
I hated it.
I was somewhat neutral, leaning towards I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. Every character in the whole goddamn anime is incompetent and stupid, except for one of them, and he's kind of not. I'm talking about the guy
Sudowoodo.
he got orange hair. Yeah, Sudowoodo, right?
Yeah.
He was pretty chill.
His name is Suwa, in case you're wondering.
There was
Not
there's the main guy with the black hair,
Yes.
right? He was a piece of shit.
He's just weird for some reason.
Mhm.
He's off from the rest of them. And
He's a new kid.
transfer
He's a new kid from Tokyo. Yeah, I guess we should have probably mentioned that in the plot, right? Like the whole thing is about this girl wants to jump this guy from Tokyo. She really wants to bang him.
Yeah, she's got some need for this man.
Yeah,
This man's.
and so instead of doing as a normal person would, try to just impress the guy, she's gonna listen to a fucking letter that's from her 26-year-old
now,
self.
let's calm down with listen, alright? Because there's a lot of things. She reads. Alright, so she reads it, right? And it says all this stuff, and it all becomes true. So she's like, huh, all this stuff is coming true. Maybe I shouldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't do some of the things that it says.
Anyway, so that that was the plot, I guess. Technically, I don't know. I could probably move that back over. I'll edit it. It'll be good. So there's the black hair guy who's weird. There's the other guy with glasses who's a little bit. He's a little bit weird too.
His name is Hagia Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
Saku.
He's weird, right?
Yeah.
He seems like he's not actually part of the group of friends.
No, it's like there's 3 of them, or rather, it's just 2 of them that are just sort of like there all the time, but never actually like does interaction.
What, the black hair girl and him?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were weird. So but the red hair guy, he was chill. He was the only person in the entire anime who clearly knew how to read a situation and know what was going on.
The only one that was like a human.
There was the moment where the 2 people who clearly all they're thinking about is fucking each other are like, was like, all right, we'll walk home together. And then he's like, I'll go ahead. I got you. I wingman. I'll leave. Mm-hmm. No one else would have done that because none of them know what the fuck is going on.
There was that one part when Sudowoodo was asking Kakuna if Kakuna's the black-haired kid, if he would join the soccer team, and he was like, "Would you join?" He's like, "Please, can you join?" He's like, "Can you join?" And then basically they were standing.
They held hands for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they held hands for 10 minutes, and he was like, "I guess I can join."
Yeah, every character is an idiot. Especially the main character, girl.
Gosh,
So here's the thing, Kyrie. Let's say you are a 16-year-old anime girl.
Yeah.
Right? And you're at a softball game.
Yes.
And you need a final pitch. One pitch that will win the entire game, you know?
Right.
And or a bat. You're batting for a pitcher who's been pretty much striking everyone out. Mm-hmm. So they ask you to do it. They say, Kyrie, anime girl Kyrie, I need you to do this pitch.
K-H-A-I-R-E.
Yep.
R-I.
And then you say, you know what? No. Right?
Right.
And then your friend goes up and does it, and she misses or whatever. And maybe she's a little bit sad, but not that sad. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When you are 26 years old, how the hell are you going to remember that?
I like how that was... It's very true, you know. Because
why is that your regret? Why is your regret... shit. I should have done that hit.
So like, you know, out of all the things that I've done, I guess my biggest regret, of course, would be not going up and hitting a ball. That's a big one. Oh, and also someone died that I could have stopped. But, you know, that's cool. I'll mention that later.
And then that, like, episode's in. Hey, instead of saying at first the whole reason I'm doing this is because our friend is going to disappear or die or something like that, right? Like, he doesn't really explain the circumstances of his death. But 26 years in the future, one of these guys is dead. So that's the whole reason why the girl sends back the letter to try to save someone. But she doesn't mention it until the third letter, after the second day. Why wouldn't you lead with that? Hey, this guy came from Tokyo. In about a couple, however long it takes for him to die, he's going to fucking die unless you stop it. So do that.
No, yeah. So it's stupid. All right, how? There was that one part with the whole thing is stupid, right? There's this one part, right, where she wanted to make a lunch, all right, because one of her big regrets was not making a lunch for him.
We're giving a concise summary of both episodes at this point.
All right, and then she makes the lunch. She makes the lunch, because he's hungry. He doesn't get a lunch, all right, and so then she makes the lunch, and she's got it. She's at school. It's lunchtime. He's hungry. Then she does nothing. She sits there. She sits there and thinks bad things about herself.
So, yeah, that... I kind of feel like I know where this is going.
I mean, it's going to be a series of...
Here's my wild guess, right?
Right.
from what I've seen. I think that guy, the black hair guy, also has a letter from his future self.
Right.
That's just what I think.
That's what you think?
It's weird because I don't think he's actually dead in the future. Because they play it off like he's dead, but I don't think he is. I think he also has a letter from his future self. Because he does that thing where, with the pork bun, or the curry bun, or whatever the fuck it was.
Where he knew.
Where he gives her the curry bun.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? I was like, why the fuck would you include that unless the motherfucker can see the future?
And then back with the lunch, he was like, I had my hopes up, you know? I was hoping that you would give me a lunch.
Yeah, like I had a feeling, you know? I think maybe he didn't get a letter from his future self. Maybe he also got a letter from the girl in the future.
Maybe. Perhaps.
I feel like where it's going
as well. I feel like what's gonna happen is there's just gonna be a series of, like weird things that she regrets.
Yep.
And then, all of them are gonna lead up to like, oh, maybe we could stop him from dying.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go on like that. It's gonna be all like, oh, don't wear those shoes this day. And then eventually they'll be like, you saved his life. He's alive now.
Yeah.
Which would change up the entirety of the. I don't want to get into it.
Time travel.
Yeah, rate the first two.
We don't have to rate it. We don't want to give it an actual rating. We just want to say, should you watch it or not?
I mean, honestly,
think? Right. So you say you wouldn't keep watching it.
And I'm not going to keep watching it.
So I'm going to keep watching it just because I'm mildly intrigued. I don't think it looks like it's going to be the best anime of all time or anything, but it's definitely somebody's cup of tea.
Well, yeah, most definitely. Someone will like it.
It's a pretty high quality anime, but I'm not that drawn to it. I'm drawn to it in the sense of time travel because I'm into that shit. But I would say maybe watch it if maybe the first episode. If the first episode you enjoy the first episode, you'll definitely enjoy the second episode and probably the rest of the series. So just maybe watch the first episode, and if you don't like the first episode, you won't like the second episode either, and just drop it.
That's one thing I forgot to mention. It's just like the art style. I'm not a big fan of. I don't like.
Just don't like the art style.
I don't like the art style.
Yeah, I mean it was a little bit strange, but I kind of just don't really care. Music was good. Music was really good.
It was some good music. I think that
I
think that they spent more money on music development than they did with the plot development.
I don't know, because I think the plot is going somewhere. Because if it was just a normal, like slice of life, like, oh my god, I want to bang you anime, they wouldn't have introduced a time travel letter.
I don't know. I don't think that they can, use it up to. They already dropped the big bomb.
I don't know if they did drop the big bomb. I'm telling you, I think the plot twist is going to be that this motherfucker has letters as well.
Yeah, but then that's a predictable plot twist. I mean, I'm just not intrigued by it.
I would say watch episode 1 and then decide from there. Because if you don't like episode 1, I would rate it.
Like episode 1, and
I would rate it. I would rate
it.
Two shitty bento boxes out of 10. But like the shitty bento boxes count for a couple more points. I don't know.
I guess I'd rate it out of 10. 1 Tamagotchi.
1 Tamagotchi out of 10?
Yeah, 1 Tamagotchi out of 10.
I guess I should go out of 10. Maybe I would bring it up to like 5 shitty bento boxes.
Ugh. Well, Tamagotchis are good. Tamagotchis are fun, so that's like 3 points itself.
Right. So it's like a 1 Tamagotchi out of 10, but it's like actually a 3 out of 10. 2 shitty bento boxes is equivalent to 5 shitty bento boxes.
Yeah.
And then, so it equates to maybe watch it. Final count: 3 out of 10 Tamagotchis, 5 out of 10 shitty bento boxes, 2 out of 5 oranges.
Real TV does math. There it is.
Most of that shit is going to be cut.
So, yeah. Zach says, watch first episode. Kyrie says, I hate this.
Good. Welcome
As in referring to life.
come back next time for like a review of like probably what was it, Sweetness and Lightning, probably.
Maybe. Or if we
No
find something else to
promises.
review. Who knows? Maybe
Well, we're
we'll
gonna
do,
find a
like,
bunch of stuff to
movie.
review, but we have a strict 5 out of 1 for
Here,
anime
look.
videos.
I have a mirror. We can review this thing.
Stick around, Thrill TV reviews. Bye.
Yep. Good fun. Bye.
2 out of 5 oranges.
Bye.